Hi y'all, it's Tuesday afternoon, about 4 p.m. I am driving home from work. So I know I told you in my last video that I have an hour commute, and don't worry, it's hands-free. I have a little cell phone holding thing on my dash, so that way I thought, you know, what a better way to use this hour commute that I have than using it to kind of do some videos for you guys. So day 2 of the intermittent, and I'm still messing it up, and that's okay, fasting. I want to kind of give you a recap of kind of last night, kind of into today. I want to start by saying thank you so much for all the love and support on the video that I shared last night. You guys are amazing, and it's just kind of a testament to why I want to do these, and even if it helps or motivates or kind of, you know, enlightens just one person, that's kind of my hope. My hope here is kind of sharing my story and sharing the struggles that I've been through and kind of how I get through them. You know, if that helps people, that's kind of my #1 goal. Again, I am not a fitness expert. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a personal trainer. This is just something that I've found that I wanted to try, that I think is going to work for me. So I'll kind of jump right into it. So, like I told you yesterday, I'm doing the 8-16 split. So I start eating at 6. This morning was 6:30, kind of ran a little bit late, and you know, eat for 8 hours, so that would mean my last meal is by 2:30, and then I fast for 16, so I will not eat again until in the morning when I get up at 6:30 a.m. I will say that today, you know, yesterday I was really pumped up, super excited. I was still kind of recovering from a little stomach bug. I feel much better now today, thank you. If you were wondering about that, I don't know. I'm feeling better today. Today was actually a lot easier. I don't know if it's because work was busier and I didn't actually have to go home. You know, to me, it's always easier to stay on a schedule when I'm not at home. You know, when you're at home, even if you have your house filled with a bunch of healthy snacks and healthy kind of food and meal prep, it's just, you're not as busy. I'm always busy at home, but there's still just kind of that kind of temptation of just kind of snacking or sitting down on the couch and watching TV and snacking during that. So today was a lot easier for me. I ate the same exact amount of calories. I think it was 1,380, I believe is what it was. Worked out this morning. Did not feel super like ravished when I woke up. Got to my workout, had my lemon water, and I'm actually going to post on Instagram. I kind of took a picture of everything I ate today, like as I was eating it. I'm going to post a picture, and then Lauren, one of my old friends, kind of commented and said, hey, you should do a what you eat in a day video. So I think I will do that. It's gonna probably be later in the week because I do kind of have a busy week right now, but I did take a picture and I'm gonna list all that so you can see like how many calories, kind of, you know, what I'm eating. So today's day 2. I did weigh, so for the first day I actually lost 3 pounds, which I had been sick. I kind of got off a little bit this weekend, so I don't want to chalk that all up to the kind of fasting. Like I said, I have hit a plateau, so I'm kind of back down to what I've been stuck at for, like, I would say the last 4 weeks. So I would say today and tomorrow I'm gonna probably weigh the first maybe 5 days every morning, and then after that I'll wait until the end of the 14 days. But I just kind of wanted to see a gauge of, hey, when I'm weighing in the morning after I'm fasting, obviously it's going to be lower, but 3 pounds is pretty significant even for me with like the water weight that I hold. So I thought that was pretty neat, and even if it is just kind of, you know, a numbers game, it still kind of motivates you. So day 2, still super motivated, not as hard as I thought it would be. Last night, kind of, you know, Josh cooking dinner, it was a little bit, you know, temptation was there just a little. I drank a bunch of water. I had my herbal tea, my little stress-free tea, and I'll take a picture of that, which really helped. And then just kind of what helps me the most is I have one particular before picture that really motivates me. It really kind of keeps things in perspective. And so whenever I am, you know, even if I would have had something last night, like a healthy snack, some fruit and nut mix, or a banana, or whatever it was, that still wouldn't have like taken away any of my progress. But for me, it's very mental. So it's like when I find something that I believe in and that I want to stick to, I think it's really important to follow through with that and kind of prove to myself that I can do it and that I am worth it, and that food does not have power over me, because that was a real struggle for me for a long time. And so that's kind of, you know, if I talk about wanting to do it and then drinking water, not doing it, it's not an unhealthy way. I'm not restricting, I'm getting plenty of calories. For me, it's more of a mental thing, and I think that many things in our life are. It's about, you know, how important is something to you, and, you know, you are strong enough to kind of achieve it. So, like I said, last night was a little bit difficult. with that. But then, was able to kind of get through that. Got up this morning, wasn't ravished, was able to work out, kind of ate within the 8-hour period. I'm not hungry right now. I'm gonna have herbal tea again tonight, and then post again tomorrow about kind of my results. So just to recap, end of day 1, it was 3 pounds this morning that I had lost. Day 2 went well, no headaches. I'm trying to I am getting off coffee at the same time, so that's gonna kind of affect it. I only do like a dash of almond milk in my coffee normally anyway, so it's not like I have a bunch of cream or anything that I'm like, that's gonna make a really significant difference. But I try to every once in a while kind of take a break from coffee, take a break from a ton of caffeine. So I actually got a phone call while filming the video. I'm gonna pick right back up. I was talking about giving caffeine a break and how important I think that is, kind of give my body a break from anything that's not fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, superfoods, things like that. I'm gonna do that for at least 30 days, or I'm going to attempt to do that. So kind of giving coffee up at the same time as doing this. I feel like if you're kind of doing one thing, sometimes it's easier to add those together, and it kind of makes it a little bit easier to kind of do both of them. So I'll kind of keep you updated on that. I love coffee. Coffee is my favorite. Coffee is life. So pray for me, y'all, because it's gonna be difficult. I was saying that I only put like a dash of almond milk and that's it in there, so I'm not like cutting out a ton of sugar or anything. It's more of just like the dependency, and that's kind of where everything stems for me, like to have this one thing for my life to go right, or for me to be happy, or for me to enjoy, I have to have this food here. Just trying to really be centered with like, I'm enough, and I'm enough for me, I'm enough for my happiness. And I talked at the end of the last video about loving yourself, and I feel like you can kind of throw that around. What that breaks down to today for me is that I am enough. I'm enough in my job, I'm enough in my marriage, I'm enough in my friendships, I'm enough with my body the way I am right now. And really believing that is something so much greater than I ever thought that I would ever understand. And that means anything that's thrown at me today, good, bad, whatever that looks like, I can handle it and say, you know what, I'm gonna be okay, because I've been through worse, I've gotten through worse, and at the end of the day, I'm happy and I can do it. So I know I rambled on enough in this video. Thank you guys again for sticking with the last video. I know it was really shaky in the beginning. I'm hoping this one isn't too shaky. I'm just gonna get better as time goes on. I really enjoy this. It's a huge passion of mine. I love kind of speaking about this, and it's not like hearing myself think or anything kind of boastful like that. It's about sharing my journey with like-minded people who struggle with the same things, and feeling that sense of community to where you do have other people out there. You're not crazy. You're not the only one who kind of goes through things and feels and thinks those crazy thoughts. So thank you so much for tuning in, and do something today to kind of make yourself happy.